Hi, my name is Michelle Irvin. I am a teacher. I teach ESL at Revere High School, which is in Revere, Massachusetts. I have been at this school for almost 2 years, but I have been teaching for a total of about 21, maybe 22, I keep losing count, years total. Why did I start a career in education? It was not exactly what I wanted to do. I had originally wanted to get into international politics and work for like the State Department, but I joined so I had an opportunity to teach ESL to adults when I was in college, when I was a senior in college, and I realized I loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. So I went into the Peace Corps, and I spent 3 years teaching in the Peace Corps, and realized that was really what I enjoyed doing it, and I thought it was something I was good at. If I could have any other job, I would be like any other job, I would be the Secretary of State. That would be my dream job. It's actually what I wanted to do. I would love to be the Secretary of State or work for the State Department in some manner. How are kids different now than 30 years ago? I definitely think social media has played a huge part into kids' lives. They can't just go home and forget about things. Everything that happens in school is in their house. It's in their life forever. Sometimes literally forever, because it's recorded and it's on social media and it's in the internet for the rest of their lives. So they can't ever escape any problem that happens at school. So they can't escape problems. They can't stay away from people. It's completely bombarded. They're completely bombarded by social media and things that happen, and they can't escape from it. I also think that there are a lot of societal issues, single-family homes where kids just don't have, the parents just don't have the opportunities to spend the time with their kids because they have to work, because it's so expensive. And so these kids today, when I was a kid, the latchkey kid, there were like a handful, and we all knew who they were, and they were the kids who didn't have parents at home. Well, that is pretty much every kid now. There are very few parents that actually have parents at home waiting for them when they get home. How is teaching different now than 30 years ago? I was not teaching 30 years ago. I was very close, about 21, 22 years ago. I could talk about how teaching was 15 years ago. That's when I started teaching in the public schools. There was no social media. So I think that's a huge thing. I think social media is huge. I love technology. I'm a huge fan of technology. I think I was meant to be living in this era of technology, but nobody is helping the kids navigate it. They're kind of navigating it on their own, and because they're kids, they're not doing a very good job of it, and the adults in their lives aren't doing a good job of helping them navigate that. What would I tell someone who's thinking about becoming a teacher? Unfortunately, I'm not sure that I could say that it's a career that if I had a choice to do it again, and this point in time, knowing what I know, unfortunately, I'm not sure that I could support someone's decision to go into teaching. It's rewarding. It really is rewarding. But there are so many issues and so many things that are going on in the teaching career that I'm not exactly sure that it's something that I would have pursued if it had been in this day and age. Although, who knows? I'm older, so maybe when I was younger, I'd feel differently. But it's a tough job. It's super rewarding, but it is definitely time-consuming and tiring, and it's not easy. One thing I would change to help kids learn better, I would definitely help them understand how to control and navigate technology. I think technology is super useful, but kids just don't know how to use it. They don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to self-control they're so addicted to it, but so are so many adults, that they're not able to focus all the time in school because of whatever happened, and it's on the social media or it's on the Snapchat or whatever, and they're constantly, when they have their phone on them, they're constantly getting, it's buzzing in their pocket. It's so they need to know what happened because, you know, they think that the world's gonna end if they don't check their text message or check whatever it is that buzzed them. But adults are just as bad at it because it's a lot of times the parents that are texting these kids during the school day, and they're like, oh, it's my mom that called. So I think that they need to understand how to self-regulate when it comes to technology, and learning how to not be as addicted to it. I think that would actually be helpful to them.